Good morning, guys. Welcome to my week 2 recap of summer sock camp. It is Monday, June 13th, and it can't decide if it wants to rain or not outside, so we're in the studio today. There's some pretty hand-dyed yarn, bear yarn, dye stock, all that good stuff. So yeah, I guess let's get into it. So this week I have 3 finished socks, but no finished pairs, which is the downfall of knitting socks one at a time. And the reason I don't necessarily like it, because I'll get done with the sock and I'm like, yay, I'm done, and no, you have to knit the whole other sock. But that's okay, because they're adorable, and I will show you them. So the first one is this one. This is the Wildflower Seeds sock pattern with Mandy's Makings, Picking Wildflowers, Share a Pair. So I was to here last time I filmed. So I finished the toe of this one, or finished the foot and the toe, and then I was being a good knitter and I immediately started the next sock, otherwise they would never get done. There it is. I didn't get very far, but I started it. There's the heel, or the start of the cuff. I think I have like 5 rounds done or something like that. So not very, focus. There we go. So not very far into it, but it started. So now it's a lot easier for me to just pick it up and keep going. Because for some reason getting started is the hardest part for me, especially on the second sock. So I cast off that, did the Kitchener stitch on that first one and immediately cast on the cuff for the second one. So none of the ends are woven in yet. I'll do that once the pair is done. So that one's done. And it's super cute and I really like it. It might be a little bit short just because of the texture on the front top of the sock, but the bottom should fit. I mean, it should all fit, but we'll see. I haven't tried them on yet. So then the second sock I got done is the self-striping one. This is from Lollipop Yarn, and it's her Mood colorway. I just did a basic vanilla toe up and did the cuff. On this one I was here last time, so I finished this. I did a shadow wrap heel on this one, which has kind of become my go-to heel, especially for a contrast. A contrast heel is the shadow wrap is my go-to for that. And then, again, as soon as I bound off on that one, cast on the toe and did 1 color stripe for the foot of it. And it's matching up so far because I knew where I started. I should just be able to go off the color stripes as far as making sure it fits the same as that one. But we'll base it off the colors and then double check the row count. It should be the same, but you never know when tension changes between socks and then depending on what day it is and all that stuff. So that one should be good to go too. And then the third one is the West Yorkshire Spinners Club. West Yorkshire. Should have this one memorized by now, but I don't. It's just West Yorkshire Spinners, and it's the peacock colorway. That's the one I was doing on the 9-inch circulars. Just a basic. There's mosquitoes in here. What the heck? Just basic toe up. Vanilla ones. So again, I was doing it on the 9-inch circular. Last time I couldn't decide if I wanted to do the shadow wrap heel or a Fleegle heel. Ended up doing the Fleegle heel, which I really enjoy. It's like the perfect mixture of a heel flap and gusset, so it has like the gusset part, but then it's a short row back of the heel. So it's like if a shadow wrap or any other short row heel and the heel flap and gusset had a baby. And it fits really well. There's no flap to deal with and picking up stitches. But I forgot how much extra length it adds to the foot because of the gusset. So they're now my boyfriend's socks. They're like almost 2 inches too long for me, and I wasn't gonna frog them out and re-knit that part. So the boyfriend's getting a pair of socks out of this deal, so that's exciting. But here they are. Again, none of the ends are woven in yet. I'll say this is the end of the sock blockers right here. So it's like the whole toe too long. Yeah, it's pretty great. So this is where I was, and that's where I started the heel. So see if I can focus here. There's this stitch marker and this one. That's all from the Flegel heel. So I really should have started, if I was gonna make them for myself, start the heel like back here for that extra length. But they fit him really well. He likes them. So he'll get another sock and he'll have a pair of socks. So yeah, I really like how it turned out. Doing the Flegel on the 9-inch wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was a little bit finicky just because there ended up being so many stitches on it, but it went a lot better than I expected it to, which is great. So again, with that one, I finished that one last night. Like, if you want to be technical, this morning at like 1 in the morning, whatever. We're not counting. So then I did the toe and did a couple rounds on the 9-inch circulars, because I did the toe on Magic Loop, and then the rest will be on the 9-inch circulars. Yeah, and I am liking the 9-inch circs more than I thought I was going to, but again, it's not going to replace Magic Loop for me. I'd much rather, like, my go-to is going to be Magic Loop 2 at a time toe up if possible. But I do appreciate the 9-inch, and I'd still rather do 9-inch circs than DPNs, because that's just my preference. Yeah, so those are the finished ones, and I got them started, which is awesome. Yeah, so I guess my next plan is obviously work on those ones. I'm working on some new sock sets for the shop. Right now I have, see, 1, 2, 3 done that are like ready to go for the shop. I just need to work up some samples, take pictures, all that. And then there's what, 1, 2 that I know I'm gonna do for sure, and then there's a third one that is still kind of in the works. It's gonna be a speckle is the plan, and I'm not very good at that. I'm still kind of struggle with speckles. The first one I did turned out better than I expected, which is awesome, but it's still not quite what I'm wanting. So that's gonna get a revamp probably tomorrow or Wednesday. And then the other 2 should be good. One is going to be a self-striping. I'm really excited about that. So today I'm going to have to figure out how to do self-striping. Well, I've done it before and I know how it works in theory. I just need to get the whole how long per color stripe figured out. So that'll be fine. I think I'm going to just take bare yarn and knit up a swatch. And then my dad and I built a, I don't know what you want to call it. It's a big wheel type of thing that we made the diameter a certain length of it, or the circumference a certain length, but I don't remember what that was. I can't remember if it was like 1 round or 2 rounds per circumference that we did. So I just need to knit up a swatch and then unravel it and figure out how far each lap gets me. And then from there I'll figure out how to like go 3 times around for 6 rows or 3 rows or whatever. So I just need to do that today. So today's gonna be a lot of kind of behind the scenes type of stuff. But all of these new colorways I'm thinking will be up in the shop no later than July 1st. We'll see how these next 2, 3 go. So I I keep staring off over there because I have a whiteboard with like all of my plans, and the other stuff is drying over there, and I don't want to share it yet because I want to work it up first to make sure it's actually good. But I will say 2 of the colorways are ones that I've done before, but I'm actually just making them into a sock set now. I'll say one's right there. So I'll tell you those two, Sea Glass and Lagoon. If you're here from the beginning, Lagoon was one of the OG colorways I dyed. It was like the second ever colorway I dyed. So I based it off of that recipe. It is a little bit different because when I first started, I was doing 2 skeins per pan. Now I prefer to do 3. So the recipe has changed a little bit. So if you have the 1 skein of Lagoon in your stash from what, almost a year and a half ago now, this one won't really match it. It'll go really well with it, but it won't match because I have the other one on there still on the shelf. And then Sea Glass is one from, oh, when did I dye that one? That was earlier this year, I think. It should be, it's on my Instagram feed. But that one's getting a sock set as well. So those are the 2 kind of returning ones, and then the other, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 to 4 are new colorways, and I'm really excited about them. Right now they're just going to be in sock sets, and then eventually I'll dye it on all the other bases and you can get them there. So the plan is no later than July 1st. Of course, I'll update you and show them off as soon as they're ready to go. There will be a very limited ready to ship on the, like, at the beginning, very limited ready to ship for Cozy Fingering and Tough DK, which are both 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And so the very limited ready to ship, and then there will be a dye to order listing as well. Just because I don't know how well they're gonna sell. So I just don't want to have a bunch left over on my shelf that I can't get rid of or sell or whatever. Anyways, so I'm very excited about those. Very, very excited. There is a general water theme. That's all I want to say before I ruin all the surprises. But yes, and so I guess also with that on Shop Stuff, I'm going to show you guys what I have ready to ship as far as sock sets and mini sets, because if you remember, or if you're first time watching here, from now until the end of summer sock camp, which is August 31st, if you use the code CAMP, C-A-M-P, at checkout, you'll get 10% off of the ready to ship sock sets and mini sets. Just general, because if you need more socks, you need more sock yarn. So I don't judge here. So I'll show you what I have in stock right now, and then once I get all those new sock sets, I'll show you those as well. So for sock sets, we have the pumpkin pie. So the lighting down here is better than I was expecting it to be, which is awesome. Which is just a tonal kind of pumpkin-y color, and then it has a white mini for like the whipped cream on top of the pumpkin pie. So I have quite a few of these. Those are up there. So I have quite a few of those. So that's the pumpkin pie sock set. And I'll link each one individually below, because if there's one that you're like, I want that one, then you can just go click on the link and I'll bring you right to the listing. Make it easy for you guys. And then the We Share Needles sock set, which is 2 50-gram skeins. This one is Whip It Out, and then this one's Movie Knitting. And I have, I think, like 5 or 6 of these in stock. Super pretty. They go together really, really well, obviously. So if you have kind of like a low contrast type of pattern you want to do, this would be your go-to. That would be your friend. And then I have, this is another kind of OG colorway here, Unicorn Dreams. Maybe it'll focus. Goodness, why won't it focus? But super pastel with a Misty Mountain mini to go with it. There we go. So it has like greens, blues, pinks, purples, kind of a pastel variegated, and then the gray Misty Mountain mini to go with it. And I have, I think, 2 of these in stock right now. And then, so that's all I have in stock for sock sets for right now. So I have a lot of mini sets, which is great. So I have the Frozen Berries mini sets. I have it both on, this is Tough DK and then Cozy Fingering. So it's, there we go. There we go. It's like super dark purple, a couple blues, a super bright blue, which makes me very happy. So it's just 5 20-gram skeins, again on Cozy Fingering and then Tough DK. So the same colorways, just on the 2 different bases I have for socks. And then we got our Pastel Rainbow. These have been around for a little bit. Let's see if I can get it to focus a little bit better. There we go. So whole rainbow. This is the pastel one. I really like this green, it's super bright. So this is 6 20-gram minis. And then we have the bright rainbow. I'll show them all next to each other in a second so you can see the comparison. Focus. Does not want to focus today. It's being very difficult. There we go. So this is the bright rainbow. Again, this green is so good and so bright. It's a bright rainbow. And then we have a moody rainbow. There we go. Again, 6 20-gram minis, just in the rainbow. So we have the pastel, bright, and moody. Let's see if I can do this without dropping them all. So we have the pastel, the bright in the middle, and then the moody. So yeah, there's those. I think there's 2 pastel ones right now, and then 3 of both the bright and the moody right now. Obviously no guarantees as to how many are in stock when you watch it versus what's actually available, because things might sell, so I don't know. And then we have the fall tonals from last fall. So I think I called it Fall Tonals 2021 because I'm very creative on 5 different bases. So you have the warm worsted. This is all, oh my goodness. This is my warm worsted, which is 100% superwash merino. These are 20 grams minis, 43 yards in each mini for the worsted. So we have Golden Harvest, Evergreen, Scarlet, Little Blue Truck, and then Berry are the colored names. It's the same for all 5 sets, just different bases. So that was the warm worsted. This is the Cozy Fingering Glitter. I don't know if it's going to show up on here. Oh, my battery's dying, yay. Focus. It doesn't want to focus. I don't know if it's gonna, you can kind of see it a little, yeah. So there's glitter in these, so it's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and then 5% Gold Stellina sparkle. So it has a little bit of a sparkle to it. Really, really cute. I'm gonna try to just power through these ones. Cozy Fingering, which is a 75-25. All 5. And then we got our Tough DK, which is again 75-25, just the DK base. 49 yards, just to 20 grams. They're not focusing right now, and I'm aware of that. I'm just trying to beat my camera, or my battery here. And then we have a Tweed DK. I'll try to get this one to focus. Which is 85% superwash merino, 15% of the dongle, the net part, the tweedy part, 46 yards to 20 grams. Super tweedy, super fun. This would be really cute in like a cowl or something, or like mittens. That'd be super cute with the little tweed in there. That's pretty accurate to color too. So evergreen, berry, scarlet, golden harvest, and little blue truck. So that is all I have for mini sets and sock sets right now. Again, use code CAMP at checkout for 10% off of all of those, ready to ship. I do think some of them have, most of them have dye to order listings as well, but the code won't work on those. It's just the ready to ship. But if they're sold out and you really want them, go ahead and order the dye to order. The code just won't work with that. So I will make sure there are links below to all of that. Oh goodness. I'll show those next time. I got my, last time I talked about the stuff I ordered from Kay, from the Crazy Sock Lady, the pin and the Notion tin and the wrist ruler and stuff. And I got those. But my battery's almost dead. So I'll just show those next time at the very beginning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know. If there's, I don't know, comments, concerns, whatever, just let me know. And hopefully I'll get a decent more knit this week. My goal is to finish at least 2 pairs, so 2 more socks before next week. I think my new schedule is going to be Monday morning, just because weekends end up being so busy. My parents are home from work on the weekends and end up doing stuff in the garden, stuff in the yard, whatever. So they just end up being super, super busy. So I think Monday is going to be just the new update day, which is fine. So I will see you all next week. Bye.